I have just finished painting a new series, which always means my studio ends up in quite a mess. Apart from just general tidying, I also take this opportunity to refresh my space, clear out any unnecessary things and restock any missing supplies. The process itself is quite meditative and is my ritual to complete one body of work and prepare me for whatever comes next. Over time, I've collected quite a few little pots where I premixed different neutral shades to paint frames for paintings that have now sold. There is no need for me to have this many different shades, so I'm combining them all into one single pot. Some of them have dried up quite a bit, but with a little water or flow medium added, the acrylic paint is as good as new.
Maybe there's a way to fake. I can stop my hands from shaking every time I feel like a fool. But all I know is I'll be awake for an hour.
These two, however, have dried up beyond the point of rescue, so getting them back out of their pots seems almost impossible. But with a lot of persistence and what feels like half an hour later, I can finally reuse these pots too. I keep my acrylic paint colours that I use frequently in small squeezy bottles. They are much easier to handle than the large 500ml bottles I buy, and I can also mix them with a little medium and water to make their consistency a little more fluid. Some of those small bottles are almost empty. I want to refill them now, so I don't have to suddenly do that in the middle of my painting process. I'm also cleaning the large paint bottles from any crusty paint residue. Once the large bottles are almost empty, I fill them with a bit of water and shake them to get out the rest of the paint more easily. The consistency of golden heavy body paint is a lot thicker and it's also more pigmented than the Rowney paint I have. That's why I add quite a bit more water and medium to the golden paint when I refill. It's definitely not a mess-free process and little accidents do happen all the time. If you like this video, consider subscribing. I want to make a list of the things I'm running out of. So I used quite a bit of the varnish. Let me find that again. It's gotten a little bit messy here over time. Oh, that's the medium. Is that the varnish? No. Oh yeah, this is varnish. This is the matte varnish. I only ever use a tiny bit of that at once, and there's still quite a bit left, so I think I'm good with that. Is this? Yeah, that's the Satin varnish that I use quite a bit more of. And I think I should replace that for, not just yet, but next time I want to varnish stuff. So I'll make a note of this one. I've got plenty of the other media. The gel, I've got another whole new tub here. I bought last time and didn't need it yet. And haven't needed yet. The spray fixative, there's only a little bit left, but I've got another other bottle somewhere here. There is. That's the one I use. And let's check the paint as well. It's gotten a little bit out of hand in here since I made my last studio tour. Let's take this out of the way. So I'm still good for magenta and all of these. Yeah, there's plenty in here. Oh, this is completely full. At some point I bought a lot of blues and I don't use anything other than ultramarine. Yeah, these are all good. But I do need the two things I just emptied. Well, let's just have a look over here. Ooh, one thing I do need, actually, I remembered, those varnishes that I use for my frames. Actually, I thought they'd be emptier. I think there's about this much in here. I thought I needed to restock these, but I'm sure they last for another round of frames. So I'm good with those. I don't need to order more of that. But I'm running out of cloths that I use for wiping my brushes on. Some old rags, but I need to remember the next time I've got an old t-shirt or something, I can chop that up. So the paint I do need is one I just emptied, and that's the raw umber. That's completely empty. I think that's all really. I think I've got plenty of everything else. This is a box of pretty much all failed paintings, or just really little sketches and things. I want to go through and see what I want to keep and what I can maybe use for collage or as some little gift cards. Start with the bigger ones. This was an oil experiment.
Have you ever felt his fingertips sending shivers down your spine? It's enough to make you lose your sense, enough to make you lose your mind. There's magic in the way he moves, always steady, ever wild. And all this heartbreak he holds close, can feel it in the way he sighs.
I picked out a few pieces I really liked and I'm sticking them in my sketchbook so I can refer back to them whenever I want. And with all that done, I'm ready for what comes next.